Hello everybody, I'm the Gingerbread Boy, and I'm here for another episode of FanCookingTastic Speaking Special. In this episode, we're going to make some friends for me out of chocolate. Ah ha ha ha! Hoo 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 hoo.
In this episode of Chocolate Gingerbread Cookies, we will need 1½ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, ½ cup of butter at room temperature, 1 tablespoon of freshly grated ginger, 1/4 cup of molasses, ½ cup of dark brown sugar, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of hot water, 1 cup of chocolate chips, and 1/3 cup of sugar.
Hello and welcome to another FanCookingTastic baking special. And in this episode, our third of the series, we're going to be making some sort of chocolate cookie for our gingerbread friends at the beginning of the show. However, what you see before me might look a little bit like a mad scientist's lab or a whole set of witchy-poo ingredients for some sort of potion. Not true. You'll see how that unfolds in a minute. But in order to get this all rolling, we need a special piece of artillery down here. The mixer. Dun, dun, dun. And here to show us how to use it, because this is too high tech for me, I'll probably cut my hand off. I'm going to bring back my lovely wife Yvonne to come and show us how to make these wonderful cookies.
Ta-da!
Well, what are we making today? What are these things for our little gingerbread friend?
Are chocolate gingerbread cookies.
Well, that sounds simple enough. I probably could have got that right.
Yes, it's pretty simple. They're not in the shape of a gingerbread man, your traditional shape. They're just little circles, little pucks. Good for hockey.
Ooh. And you can eat them.
Yes.
Okay.
So
look at all this stuff.
Yes.
You got a whole pile of stuff. We saw the ingredients run off the top of the show. That's a lot of stuff. So
it's
you know
a lot
what?
of ingredients.
Have it ready ahead of time.
For sure.
But this show we get to bring out in the FanCookingTastic tradition, gadgets. We're going to have a couple of gadgets that we're going to be showing, plus a couple of regular favorites that you've seen in Series 1. Yeah. So I will, I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
Just tell me what I need to do or not do.
I'm still getting used to this recipe. I've done it a few times, but it's a little complicated, but we'll make it.
I'm still alive, so it's all good. It's all good.
It'll be all right. So, one of the ingredients was butter. You have to have it room temperature because we're going to be putting it in the mixer.
What did you say?
Room temperature.
Butter.
Butter, yes.
Lovely,
the butter.
Lovely butter. Special ingredient on our show.
All right, so let's get started. So I'm just going to get my little cheat sheet here.
Yeah, we always keep a cheat sheet.
So this is one. Actually, it's not handwritten. I found it in a magazine. I couldn't tell you which one because I grab a lot, especially like the LCBO ones and other ones. But yeah, so I've been using this one. It's very small print, so just bear with me. So
shall I get the magnifying glass?
Yeah, where is that inspector?
I don't know. There's a specter. We've heard one. There's around here somewhere. So maybe he'll come by later. So
first, I think we're going to do we're going to put all the dry ingredients in a bowl. Okay.
Big bowl, big enough to put on your head, but I won't because I'll get a dirty look.
Yes, please.
But this is a grandpa version of our little standby buddy that we've used a lot in FanCookingTastic, the Little Whisk. Well, he grew up.
Yeah,
So
we're
there we
going to go big or go home.
Well, we are home,
Yep.
but anyway.
So 1.5 cups of flour.
Poof.
All right. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground ginger.
Mmm.
Oh, it smells good already. 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. So we've got this fancy dish right here.
Oh, there, everybody can see. And
So here's my ground cloves.
Ground cloves.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
1/4 teaspoon. Oh, and my teaspoon of salt. So we're just gonna.
That's witchy poo.
Yes.
But this is looking to be quite the little sand art in here.
Mm-hmm.
Have a look at that now. Oh, we're going to add more to it
And then
now.
2 tablespoons of cocoa powder.
Now, how is that different from like hot chocolate mix?
This is pure.
Pure cocoa.
Yes.
Okay. Probably don't want to make a drink out of it.
No, actually.
You could?
Yeah.
With milk.
That's my grandma used to make hot chocolate out of pure cocoa.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was really good.
Probably good for you too.
Yeah, probably.
What they add
Probably
to
a lot
instant
better.
Stuff.
So we're just gonna mix up our dry ingredients.
There goes the sand art.
Sorry.
Is this like a Zen garden now?
Yeah.
You can go cooking with all these herbs and spices and pretend it's a Zen garden. We don't have the rake though, we just use a whisk. That'd be a funny prank to play on somebody with their Zen garden. Show up with a whisk.
Yeah. All right. So
there, it's done. Okay, the end.
Yeah.
Next. Sorry.
So we're going to use our mixer. So I'm
standing back.
Make sure it's off.
Yes.
Because it was in the cupboard, so you never know, it could have gotten switched.
Yes.
So it's off.
April Fool's jokes and all.
And unlock it. And we're going to use the paddle.
Not a canoe paddle. Just they call it a paddle. It's actually got. I wouldn't want to try and paddle with that.
No.
Wouldn't go anywhere.
No. And all right. Let's make sure there's nothing in here. Okay. So 1/2 cup of butter, room temperature. That's good.
Okay.
And then what we're also going to put in is 1 tablespoon of freshly grated ginger. Oh. So I keep my ginger in the freezer. And we grabbed a chunk. I've already pre-peeled it.
There's my job.
So you can see here, I've already taken all the peel off. All right. And we're going to want about 1 tablespoon freshly grated.
And how, pray tell, do we do that?
We are going to use, has this been used before?
I don't think so.
Haha.
It's gadget time.
It's its debut, right?
I think so.
You call it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The debut
Introducing
the grater thingy with a rather big handle and tiny little gratery bits on it.
Yes.
You see up close, it's rather gratery. And that'll probably blind everybody. But it has tiny little teeth on it. You could probably use it on your feet.
No, you cannot.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
No. So, don't worry, he hasn't used it on his feet.
I'll just move this over because, this is in the way of that camera now, isn't it? Oh,
well,
boy.
we're just going to grate this.
Well, here, maybe we'll try where did our little close-up one go? Here it is.
This will take a little bit, but it smells really good. And we can always do some fast editing here.
You're going fast enough. I'd be worried about your fingertips.
So that's why I grabbed a big chunk. I've learned my lesson in the past.
Ah, your fingers are a little shorter?
Yes. Hence the no nails.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like it's doing a lot of nothing.
No. You have to.
Oh, there! Will you look at that?
Yeah.
How about that? Okay, that's pretty. And frozen is best?
I just find you can work with it a lot easier and it stays the freshest too. Like, you would swear that I just bought this and I didn't.
But easier to grate, I guess, when it's frozen too?
I think so, yes.
It does smell fantastic. How much do you need now?
So I need a tablespoon, but I like to pack the tablespoon.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
super ginger. Ginger is actually quite healthy for you too.
Yeah.
It cures upset stomachs, but it also has a lot of vitamin benefits in it as well.
I don't know why we don't use it more.
I forget it's in the freezer.
Yeah, I love the smell of it and the taste of it.
I know. Ginger beef and whatnot. Oh, that's coming episodes.
Just going to sit this here
for
now. And I'm going to actually grab
little knife.
I'll just use this.
Scoop that out.
Kind of making a bit of a mess.
Well, but you're supposed to here on FanCookingTastic. And I can't say what I normally say on the show because she's right here.
Yes.
We usually try to clean up quick before she finds out until after.
Look at that, eh?
Look at you.
You think I knew what I was doing?
At least I hope you do.
But
perfect measure.
Yeah, we're going to just go with it. I know it's a little bit heaping, but it's all good.
So, let's see. There's a nice heaping. See, it's heapy little.
It's all right.
But that's
good for you.
All right.
Okay, and then we're just going to put it in
So I guess
here.
I should negate this back into something for the freezer.
Sure. We'll use that another day.
I'll just put it in a little bag, okay?
Yeah, they're right here. These little guys.
All right, there we are.
Okay. So, ginger and the butter into our mixer.
Okay, and you want to pull that into the middle a little. So that we can kind of see. Oh, and I'll have to get in there with the close-up.
How's that?
Perfect.
Good? All right.
Perfect. Now people can stare at the top of the mixer.
You can kind of see, I think.
Well, I'll get this ready. We'll,
anything. And it says on low. No, I'm jumping ahead. We're going to beat on medium for 2 to 3 minutes.
I'm going to go on this side.
Sorry. So let's just get it started first of all.
Look at that there, folks. Oh, yeah. So here, it's doing the butter.
It's probably really loud.
That's quite all right. That's actually soothing. You go to sleep to this sound. Still. I'm awake now. It's supposed to be low.
No, that was something else.
Oh. Don't get the paper in there now.
No. Beat on medium 2 to 3 minutes until light and fluffy.
Okay.
We're gonna
call it early. It's fluffing. That looks fluffy. Here, I'll zoom right in, drive everyone nuts in high def widescreen.
That looks great.
That looks lovely.
Smells
Never seen a mixer look so beautiful close up before in my life.
I love this thing. I wish I used it more. I just have to find more recipes to use it for.
There you go. Well, I don't think I can speed this up anymore because it would look funny.
I think we're pretty good.
Okay, so the butter's in.
So now what we are going to do.
I don't know, you tell me.
Add brown sugar and molasses
and
beat until combined. So let's lift this up a bit.
Here.
And we're going to just gently, I don't want to nick my paddle at all.
Use your spatch thingy. One of the rubber deals.
There. So brown sugar.
In goes the brown sugar.
And our molasses.
Right behind you.
Was 1/4 cup. Strategically, you don't want to be shaking with this stuff. And
it's
we're
about to pour. Here it goes. Blah. Yes. And the old trick with the rubber spatula.
Yes, the handy dandy rubber spatula.
That's one of our other go-tos and standbys, regulars here on the show. These rubber spatulae. That's quite a good yummy looking blob.
Let's put that over here. We get all this. You know, we might just keep this little guy around.
There you go. It's always good to have a handy little dish to put things in.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Mixing it up.
Locked
and loaded.
So now we're just going to mix this up. Beat until combined, it says. So we can just give this a little kick. That's going pretty good. Even with the mixer, I do like to stop it once in a while and scrape down the edges of my bowl to make sure.
It smells good.
Yes, it smells delicious already. I think it's the molasses. Ooh, get back in there.
It's trying to escape.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It's not dead yet. That looks really good. Oh, arm's getting tired. So we'll just turn that off a bit and rely on the upper and the frontal. Because this one here, seeing, is the back end of the mixer.
Oh.
The butt end. However, that's okay.
We're going to give her again. Because now, after this, we are going to
half the dry ingredients, some sort of hot water and baking soda. So you who have some hot water and baking soda, there's some baking soda. So you need water hot.
Yes, please.
And how much?
I need only 2 teaspoons of hot water. So 2 of those
2 of these
in here.
in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to get the water hot first.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, what we're going to do actually is add half the dry ingredients, give or take. We don't have to be so specific right now. So half of this into here. I'm going to shut this off because I really don't want it to fluff all up in my face.
There we have 2 of them in here. Stir this around.
Yes, please. So there's about half. Whew. I'm going to put this down.
I'm stirring, see?
And we're going to just put it on low. If you go too fast, then it's just going to be
poof everywhere?
Yeah. As you can see now.
Probably. I
pretty
guess
sure.
I better have a look
Here
inside.
We go here. It's going really good. So now we're going to put in our 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of hot water. Here we are. That's just going to mix up a little bit. I probably can really give her now. There we go.
Mesmerizing.
And now we're going to add the other half of our dry ingredients.
Big bowl. Okay.
And again, just put it on low. You can hear it's
Getting thicker.
really working here. Again, that's the reason why you use the paddle. You can't use the whisk or anything like that. I've contemplated on using the dough hook, but this seems to do a pretty good job.
It's making me cough.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll probably have to dust your kitchen after this.
You just might.
All right.
Fingerprints. That's another episode.
So I think we're good here. So what we're going to do now, we're done with the mixer.
Wow, look at that molten. Let's see that air. Let's see
Sorry.
that. Wow. That is a molten blob.
Yeah, we're just going to push that all in because I want to take the bowl out now. Mm-hmm. And maybe we'll ditch the whole mixer.
Yeah, I'll put the mixer away because then people can stop staring at its butt end.
Yeah.
So this just gets nice and thick. Mm-hmm. All right, get that off somehow. There we go. Okay, yeah, and then take the bowl, and then you want to work with that, and then I can take this away. People can see what the heck you're doing.
There we are.
Ta-da!
And lock it.
Mm-hmm.
There
we go. Oh, heavy artillery.
All right. So that's done all the dirty work. Mm-hmm. So I just like to make sure everything is
mixed around.
It is like that is super.
Show us the ball.
See this?
It's made. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is really
somehow cool. Right now we are going to it's
you need some saran wrap, I'll bet you. Something tells me. But first, I'm jumping the gun.
Yes, you have to put in your
chips. How are you
chocolate
do that?
chips.
This thing's rock hard.
I know. You need some
arm muscles.
Yeah.
Those I have, but I'm still not allowed.
Do you want to try it? Do you want to do this?
Well, that thing is not strong enough. It seems it's bending inside. Here, I'll hold this, but doesn't it seem like it's bending? Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to use. I don't want to use a metal one.
No, that's be too harsh. Okay. It's like fixing a wall. Kind of like spackle. A little bit, but not as thin even. This is thicker. You could repair a house with this, I'm sure. Oh, there. It's so thick. It's cleaning the entire bowl.
It's kind of what you want to get down to.
Okay.
Because we're going to take this and we're going to split it into 2 even portions, give or take.
All right.
So what I'm going to need is some saran wrap.
Okay. How many miles long?
They're saying about 12 inches long. Please. That's good. I'll need a couple of them. We can do one for now, maybe.
Okay. We'll do one for now. What are we doing?
So we're going to split our dough in 2.
Okay.
So
you gotta show it
let's
somehow. Oh. I guess you can't just plop it on I guess you could have plopped it on a board, but you got it. 1 ball. Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to wash my hands because I'm going to handle this.
I'm going to run away with this and go eat it in a corner because I'm sure it's really, really good. Sure smells good.
Ta-da!
Mhm.
Okay,
So
so
now what? Plop.
I kind of want to get this into like a...
Yeah, because overhead.
Oh, sorry.
That's the best
Into
camera is the overhead.
a log.
A log.
Like, yeah.
That's it.
Well, and then what we're going to do is we're going to roll it.
Mhm.
If you start with a shape like this, when you start to roll it in the saran...
You've had a lot of practice doing this, haven't you?
Well, it's been a...
Rolling
The
things.
first time was a disaster, to be quite honest.
They're hard to light.
No, not...
Well, not that kind of rolling, folks.
Here we go.
Now it's thicker and skinnier. You try to like...
I tried to make it even.
Even?
Because what's going to happen is you're going to have like 2 tubes of this dough.
Okay.
And you're going to cut it into discs once it's cooled.
I see.
So thinking about that, you kind of want to... That's why I guess such a long piece, because it's going to keep going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're saying...
How big?
1.5 inches in diameter.
Okay, so that's about a 2-inch we got right now. I guess. Shall I get out the measuring tape?
No.
Just to be absolutely certain. Looks like a big fruit, not a fruit roll up. What is those Halloween candies? Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls.
Looks
or
like
something.
a giant Tootsie Roll.
See, it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of just don't want it all narrow.
Yeah, you don't
at
want
the
an itty
end,
bitty
right?
cookie.
Well, they're good for little guys, like
True.
little kids. Maybe don't care for the ginger taste too much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can make this whatever size you want.
Here, I'll move this over just in case that camera is actually picking it up out there in audience land.
So I think that we're pretty good here.
Nice.
Okay, so now I just kind of do
It's
this.
a sausage.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you could play tricks on somebody.
All right, so now we're going to do one more.
One more.
Mhm.
Okay. This is the one we'll probably speed up a lot.
All right, now that you have these...
So we have this sausage. Sausagey thing, you see? Make a tube.
Of dough.
A tube of dough.
Mm-hmm.
And then what?
We are going to put these in the fridge and we're going to cool them until they're...
Do you need them on a plate or something?
No,
maybe?
I just throw them on the thing.
On the thing. The thing.
The
if you
shelf.
don't have a thing in your fridge,
The
there's
shelf.
something wrong. Ah!
And it says chill until firm. So
Chill
right now you can
until
see
firm.
it's quite mushy.
Okay, so this has to harden up the butter.
Yeah.
And all the other goodies.
Because what we're going to do, you want it chilled enough and firm enough that you can start cutting it into pucks, into discs. So we're going to do that, and then...
Okay, well, I have the magic fridge open.
Perfect.
And there seems to be some room beside the eggs.
All right, here we go.
That way, though, if you can. There you go. They fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Ta-da! And there they sit.
So,
For how long? Oh, roughly. Hard to tell.
yeah, it's...
Can you leave them in too long? Can you leave them in overnight and they'll still be okay?
I've never done that.
Oh, then we don't know.
So I don't...
Don't try it overnight.
It might be
Could be
too
bad.
hard. Like, you want to be able to cut it. You don't want to be sitting there sawing away at your...
We do have a saw.
at your dough cookie mixture.
Okay, so probably a good hour or two.
At least, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, then maybe we'll see you back in an hour or two to cut some cookies.
Yeah, and then we get to bake them.
Alrighty, and then we get to eat them
Yes.
after they've cooled.
So we will be back.
We will be back.
All right.
See you soon.
Okay.
Okay, we've had our dinner. We've waited a good long time, and the stuff we rolled up into this big log should be ready from the fridge about now, right?
Yes.
It's been, good couple hours, almost
Yeah.
2.5 hours. Now we have to cut it into our little discs to make the actual cookies.
They are ready.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right. So, what do we have to do here?
So
I see a bowl of sugar.
Yes.
And I see our board, and then I see our cookie sheets.
So we're gonna get this out of our wrap.
Okay, it didn't stick too badly to itself, did it?
Oh no.
It's just a little tricky to get out. There you go. Okay. Wow, that's really stuck in there.
There.
Okay. Very nice. A lovely, wonderful log.
And now
we're
going to cut them into 1-inch thick discs.
Okay. Shall I get out the tape measure for this?
No.
Okay.
And then we're gonna coat them in the white sugar.
Okay.
And then put them on the cookie sheet.
Put them on the cookie sheet.
And
all right, so
bake
here
them.
we can do this, and we can do this, because I think the upper camera should catch it all. There.
Yeah.
You trust me to cut them? No. My inch probably going to make a big cookie about this big.
Yeah.
That's a little guy.
Yeah, so this is for... Now it's a little tricky because you're going to get some of the chocolate chips.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
If it kind of breaks apart, just push it back. Throw it in here. Coat it all around.
Okay. And then straight on the cookie sheet. That
Very...
seems easy.
Yeah.
Wonder if it was a warmer knife in hot water. Would that have helped cut it? No.
No.
Oh, it comes out pretty
See,
good.
it's good.
Okay. It's like you're cutting a twig.
Yeah.
Like an actual branch.
Yeah, see? Give or take an inch.
Uh-huh.
I think...
Always take an inch. It's harder to give it back later.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh.
Whoopsie.
So
that's a bit...
I'll
it just sticks in there.
Don't worry about it.
All right. You do this a few hundred times. How many does these yield then? What do we figure here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6?
Approximately 24 cookies. We'll see.
In total or per log?
In total.
In total. Okay.
So it's quite possible.
Uh-huh. Sugar-coated gingerbread chocolate log cuttings. They're little seats for the gingerbread man to sit on.
But when they bake, they kind of flatten out.
They do they?
Yeah. They won't stay like this. They'll...
Okay. It's a lot of work for a low yield, right?
Yes, but you can't sit down and have like 6 of these.
Oh, no. In fact, if I recall, we had these last year.
Yes.
This is like one of the cookies you don't want to eat first.
No.
Because the ginger is so strong, it actually ends up cleaning your mouth. And then you go to eat something rich like a magic cookie bar afterwards. You feel very, very bad. It's like going to the dentist and then eating a steak dinner after, getting all stuck in your teeth.
These are nice to finish off your sweets at night. Like this is your last one you're going to have before bed.
The dessert meal.
Yeah.
This is like having the parsley at the end of a roast beef meal. Cleans your teeth.
Yeah,
this is
much.
Your teeth cleaning cookie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? Depending on how dirty your teeth are, you just might have to have a second one.
Oh.
Sorry for ignoring you over there, audience folk. Eat as many of these as you need, especially if you have bad breath.
There. So we're all done.
Okay.
So now we're going to put these into the oven at 325.
Okay.
And it says bake for 9 to 12 minutes. Once the cookies begin to crack on the top, they are done. So
okay.
Yeah.
We'll see that. I'm sure
we'll watch for it.
They'll crack open.
So we are ready to put
our
one of our
gloves
trays
out of the
in.
way, and here we are. We're ready to go for the insert the oven cam. We got all the lights going on for this particular one because it is, after all, a little darker now.
So there's that. We're gonna go. Let's just do 10. Whoop. Oh my.
Whoopsie.
Okay, there we
the
go.
button's having a spaz.
There. 10.
Okay. So 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, well, I guess we'll be back to check and see if they've gone and cracked up.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Watch for that.
Well, the oven's ramping away. We've got one round of these cookies out. Is this too hot? Not really. We've got one round of these cookies out here, and they've actually turned out quite nicely. We ended up putting them in for 12 minutes instead of the 10 that we first thought, because they weren't quite getting cracked enough, like good old dried terracotta. So what's happened? These are totally ready. Now, here's something interesting. This recipe said to cut them 1.5 inches. We did 1. There's their picture of their cookie. And here is our cookie. There's a little bit of a difference there. Quite thick. So the way we got it figured, this is 2 cookies in 1. That's why you can only eat 1 of them. Having, 4 of them is like having 8. Perfect. So I think I got to get you a metal tray ready.
Thanks.
Because the second round is about to come out. We're going to get our lovely oven cam at the ready too. We only have about 1.5 minutes. Oh, a minute. I heard the magic little beep. So here we go. Here we go. And I'm ready when the oven's ready. Are you ready? 40 seconds. It's been a bit of a marathon here. We're just in the third, this is the 3rd episode of 7. And already it feels like we've been cooking a heck of a lot. But that's okay. Our tummies.
'Tis the season.
'Tis the season, indeed. You spend all weekend baking.
And we're not filming everything that I bake usually at Christmas.
No, we're not. You're missing out on some. Sorry. All right, we're down to the 10 seconds. So, down to the 5-second mark. I tell you, this is going crazy, folks. And so, we're going to stop the oven. And we're going to see how these look now. Oh, look at that. Now that is magic.
Yes.
Well, that's not magic. That was a different episode. But these are freaking tasty. It's FanCookingTastic. FanBakingTastic.
There we
is
are.
actually what we have. Will you look at these? We're just getting right in there because we can. Look, they twinkle. They twinkle when we drive over them. They look good, and I'm sure you can smell them too, right? Yeah, I thought so. They're pretty darn good. And so, now what?
So once these cool, what I like to do is you can put them in containers, plastic, Rubbermaid like containers. I like to use actually tins, like old cookie tins. And I usually use like a little gift tag from Christmas for your presents. And I'll use them and I'll write what kind of cookie is inside and then tape that to the top of the tin.
Do they all just go loose in the tin?
No, I like to do a layer of wax paper and then a single layer of cookies and then another layer of wax paper. And if you're using like a circular tin and you don't like too much of the bulk, I will actually take my tin, put it on the wax paper, draw around, and cut out the circles. It's just a little bit more neater, and the cookies don't get crushed. And
I'll tell you, they fit absolutely perfectly. Again, something else I probably couldn't do very well.
You didn't pass the
I
cutting?
didn't pass the cutting
in
course.
School?
I didn't. No. I can make the circles, but then to trace the circle, no. That's why punching out stuff was more fun.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
I don't
cool.
know. Should you maybe test one?
Are they ready? Or are they still
sure.
Are they still too
No,
hot?
I'm sure.
Well, this is a wee little one here. Oh, look at that, breaking apart nicely. We'll just go for the take 2 on that one. There we are. That does look pretty good. This is like the first on-air eating.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, my teeth are getting clean. These are very, very freaking good.
That's all you're allowed.
That's all I'm allowed.
Yeah, no.
Well, let us know how these turn out for you and how long they last, because these are extra good and chocolatey and gingery. And we hope you enjoy them too. From our kitchen to yours, it's FanCookingTastic. Enjoy the holiday season. And we'll see you on the next episode, which I don't know what it is, but you'll find out.
Yep.
Courtesy of YouTube. Take care.
Ta-da!
I should just keep this camera running for a bit more because it's more fun. Look, everybody. The apron's coming off. For more FanCookingTastic episodes, click these links that seem to be filling up my kitchen. And please like, comment, and subscribe.